They have worked harder than a bunch of ugly strippers to try to get this done.
Republicans in Tennessee never cease to amaze me. So check this out. The folks at the Tennessee Holler dropped this video. This is Tennessee State Senator Brent Taylor. And he said this during a debate about the state's hotel-motel tax bill. But when he's talking, check out the reaction from Senator Charlane Oliver. Watch this.
There's a lot of people in Memphis have worked on this legislation. I mean, they have worked harder than a bunch of ugly strippers to try to get this done. And I want to make sure that we don't drop the ball here. So I'm willing to roll this to next week to give me opportunity to get with the chairman of the Finance Committee.
Without objection.
Some of y'all might have missed that. Run it back.
Because a lot of people in Memphis have worked on this legislation. I mean, they have worked harder than a bunch of ugly strippers to try to get this done. And I want to make sure that we don't drop the ball here. So I'm willing to roll this to next week to give me opportunity to get with the chairman of the Finance Committee.
Without objection.
Without objection. What the hell is wrong with these people, Reese?
I don't know, but I'm here for Senator Oliver's reaction. It was one of those, like, I'm trying to let it go, but I can't let it go because that was just too out of pocket. And did anybody else hear that? Because nobody else was reacting. What the hell? You know, for all that Republicans like to go on about and ramble all about decorum and civility and, you know, all of these other things, they always saying some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know what happened after that, but shout out to her for at least keeping it real. And everybody else who didn't seem to even flinch. Maybe y'all have too close of a relationship with a bunch of strippers for you to not think that that was an odd analogy to make.
And without objection, I was, Lauren, you would think, first of all, Speaker of the House, Cameron Sexton, he's always shooting down Representatives Justin Jones and Justin Pearson and cutting their mic off. Have some decency to say, I'm sorry, you don't use that language on the floor. They love talking about decorum in the Tennessee legislature. What the hell? There clearly wasn't none there.
Yeah, well, that's because Justin Jones and Justin Pearson talk about poor people, talk about gun violence after a bunch of kids are slaughtered at a school, talk about real issues that people really care about, and they know that, and they don't want that catching on. They don't like the attention that they get. I think a lot of the things that you hear from the sort of, you know, wing of the MAGA wing and the Republican wing of the party, the sort of Marjorie Taylor Greene wing, is the product of being addicted to attention at any cost whatsoever. And so whatever stupid thing you have to say or do to get that attention, you're going to say it and you're going to do it. And we see it all across the country. It works, quite frankly, because we have a media desperate for clicks. And so there we are. So he does it. There's no punishment for it, and it'll happen again.
Greg?
I don't know. I wish I could read Senator Oliver's lips. I could read her face. I just keep it to this. Pornography, from the Greek, porne, which is the same root of the word prostitute, graphia, as in graffiti or writing, the literal writing of prostitutes. Why do I break down the etymology of the word pornography? There's a cultural attitude among far too many human beings in the world that has, I think, its strongest roots in Europe, Western Eurasia, that women are not human beings. Behind the cotton curtain, it is illegal to terminate a pregnancy in most of the states. And in the states where it's not illegal, they have, roughly speaking, about a 6-week ban in place now. That's because white men, and far too many others, believe, too many white men that is, including in these legislatures, that women are not humans and they have control over them. What are women for? Women are for entertainment. Let's go to Brent. I would bet the hundreds of dollars I have in my savings account that man has been in a strip club. You see, when you talk that way, you're used to objectifying women. You're used to the writing of what you would think of as prostitutes. You're used to for pornographia. And Senator Oliver, the look on her face communicated something that I think black women have perfected by taking a word that means one thing and elevating it through black speech into another form of meaning. Young people here looking at her face, and all of us might have looked at that look on her face, and what I heard her saying through her face was, "You nasty." You see, when a black woman thinks that somebody is nasty, you see, she passed judgment on a nasty man. That's a nasty man. And the reason the rest of them didn't say anything, because they nasty too. They're nasty over the control of women's bodies. They're nasty over the control of everything about women, except in their heart of hearts when they're sitting there watching a sister or anyone else be naked on a stage trying to earn enough money because she got to get health care and take care of her children and family, and they done pass laws to make that increasingly difficult. They don't care as long as they sit there in the dark and fantasize, which is why he is obsessed with hardworking strippers and let it come out of his nasty mouth in the Tennessee legislature.
I think her face exactly said that. He nasty. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Fanbase is pioneering a new era of social media for the creator economy. This next generation social media app with over 600,000 users is raising $17 million, and now is your chance to invest. For details on how to invest, visit startengine.com/fanbase or scan the QR code. Another way we're giving you the freedom to be you without limits.